Okay, here's the setup. She's enrolled in a treatment program, which is basically gold in the judge's eyes. Why? Because showing initiative makes sentencing way lighter. But let's be real. Until probation verifies it, this is just a we'll see situation.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein on behalf of Ms. Raget.
Hello. State your name.
Elizabeth Raget.
So it seems like, Your Honor, she may have actually done the assessment with Trinity. We just need to get it to Ms. Pilara. She did an intake with them for their addiction treatment outpatient program before she had gone to jail. And so we just need to get it from them. She also has an appointment scheduled with Matt Statman as a backup, but I don't think she's going to need that.
All right.
And Your Honor, she did indicate to me that she does have a start date to start with that program, so it does kind of tell me that she did complete the assessment. Given that, probation would strike number 1 in my recommendation.
All right. You are to complete the Trinity Health and/or Bond Sports assessment. I'll adjourn the matter to September 24th, 2025.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Court calls the case, People versus Alonzo Doss.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Doss, who is present via Zoom. Sir, can you please state your name for the court?
Alonzo Doss.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Today is the date and time set for sentencing. I have had the opportunity to review the PSIR with Mr. Doss. We do have one change, or I guess addition, for the page 2 for employment. It states that Mr. Doss reports employment on Amazon, or at Amazon as a driver for the past. I think it was just cut off that he's been there for the past year. So you just ask for that addition. It does not state his.
He drives that truck that gets in my way.
Don't know if it's a truck or like a
Is that
car.
him?
It's him. That's him on the road delivering the packages. Been there for a year, so he must be good at it.
My driveway? No, never mind. Anyway.
And then,
Your Honor.
I'm not asking per se this correction be made by any stretch or anything, but just under also on prior arrests or convictions, my client does recall, and I was able to confirm his 2015 dismissed case through HIDA and then the 2021 retail fraud. To be candid with the court, Mr. Doss just states he doesn't remember the 2017 possession of marijuana case. I only have access to iChat, which I did run, that didn't show up on it, but that doesn't really mean anything one way or another. That being said, I'm not asking per se for that to be deleted. I'm just noting that my client,
He doesn't
recall that. He's not trying to deny anything. He just doesn't recall. And I was not able to confirm it. But other than that, we would have no corrections to the report, and I would ask that the court adopt probation's recommendation.
Mr. Doss, anything you'd like to tell the court before I impose that?
Now here's where it gets interesting. Doss is about to be sentenced, and instead of fighting, he's negotiating, even joking with the judge. Smart move. When you show accountability and cooperation, judges tend to keep jail time off the table.
Well, yeah, other than I pretty much know about the sentences or whatever, as far as if everything is if everything is still in set as far as what the prosecutor and I talked about, as well as my attorney. However, I've heard you asking people how long it's going to take them. So just to beat you to it and give you upper hand, I should be able to take care of if it's 480, right? If it's 480, I should be able to take care of that by October. I just put the little one in preschool and taking care of that, and just did school shopping and all of that good stuff.
Sense of the court, $480 fines and court costs. You think you can get that paid by October 31st?
Yes, sir.
All right, October 31st, 2025, 93 days in jail that is suspended. All right.
Thank you,
Your
sir.
Honor. Thank you, Mr. Doss.
Thank you. You guys have a great day.
You do the same. Court calls the case, People versus James Heron.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Heron. Mr. Heron, please state your name for the record.
James Heron.
Teresa Clare on behalf of probation. Your Honor, Mr. Heron is before the court for sentencing. Mr. Heron, I did reach out to him because he had not contacted my office to complete a pre-sentence interview appointment. When I spoke with him, he indicated that he was not told that he needed to do that. However, he was before Your Honor when he got or took the plea. Neither here nor there, I did indicate to him that if he completed his packet, that I would schedule him for a PSI appointment. He did complete that packet and left, and I would adjourn the sentencing. He did complete the PSI packet, and I did schedule him for a PSI appointment for this Friday at 2 p.m. However, the court was in receipt of a bond violation report from Community Corrections that shows Mr. Heron has continued to test positive for THC and amphetamine. All of these are listed of his drug tests. All of them have been dirty. I do know I spoke with Community Corrections staff. They have spoken with Mr. Heron about his positive tests. They got him enrolled in the CCOP program. He completed his assessment for CCOP on August 25th, and he is set to begin discovery groups on September 8th. Given that he is working towards going into treatment, probation is asking not to interrupt him starting that class. If he's out of that class, then he won't be able to re-enroll back in that because we are no longer going to be able to use that program. However, probation is also asking that the court address this bond violation today and remand him to serve 10 days in jail for his violations to date. That way, Mr. Heron is understanding that he needs to stop using marijuana and the methamphetamine. That probation then complete the PSI while he is in custody.
This is bad news. Multiple dirty drug tests while out on bond? That's like waving a red flag in front of the judge. But here's the twist. Probation still wants him in treatment instead of jail. Why? Because the system would rather see recovery than a revolving cell door.
Begin the CCOP program as it's currently scheduled on September 8th, and we adjourn the sentencing to September 10th.
I did have a chance to speak with Mr. Heron regarding the bond violation. He's not denying the positive tests. When I asked him kind of what was going on, he was really upfront with me. He said he wanted to come before Your Honor, be honest with you, and take accountability for his actions, which I really appreciated. He did explain to me that he was diagnosed with ADHD. He takes Adderall. But he does not have a prescription. He was honest with me about that. He says since he was diagnosed, his insurance has lapsed, and he's continued taking Adderall that he was prescribed, that he was prescribed originally, but now doesn't have insurance to get from a medical doctor. So that's the situation. We did talk a little bit about possibly going back to get a prescription, but of course insurance is crazy if in certain situations. So that's the explanation regarding the Adderall. Again, he was really honest with me about it, and again is here to face his consequences. Given that he did reach out to Community Corrections, he is enrolled in the CCOP program. I would ask that the court maybe keep the jail time in abeyance, see how he does in the CCOP program, see how if he completes it, and if he completes it, maybe waive the jail time, given his efforts to try to get back into compliance and do what he needs to do with Community Corrections.
Anything you want to say to me? He's admitting to his violation.
Yes.
Anything you want to say to me?
No, sir.
What I am going to do is indicate that the defendant is to begin the CCOP program on the 8th as scheduled. I am going to remand the defendant to the Washington County Jail for a period of 10 days for the violations to date. And Ms. Blair's done a good job of timing that out so that then when you get out, you can start the CCOP class. We'll complete the PSI while you're in custody. I'll adjourn the sentencing to September 10th, 2025, 9 a.m. All right, thank you. Defendant remanded.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court does call the case, People versus Jason Williams.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, say your name for the record.
Jason Williams.
We're here for sentencing. We do ask that you adopt probation's recommendation. I will note that Mr. Williams has been engaged in an intensive outpatient program since the beginning of this year. He did have a bond violation, did some time, so it was lengthened a little bit because of that. But he is due to complete that program this Friday. I did speak with his therapist there. He has been in compliance, attending group and therapy sessions. So I did provide that proof of his enrollment to Ms. Pilara. He's also been attending AA meetings through that program too. Since his bond violation, he's been clean. He's testing and has a scram tether and has had no violations. So we ask that you adopt the recommendation. It's been a pleasure working with Mr. Williams. He's been really attentive to this matter.
And Teresa Pilara on behalf of probation, Your Honor, I did receive verification of his programming. He is scheduled to finish that programming by the end of the week. I would ask that the scram tether at least remain on through the holiday.
Got it. All right.
Your Honor, if I may, if the court does issue or order him to wear the scram tether until, I would assume that would be Tuesday, I would ask that if he could stop drug testing. He is dropping. You're dropping weekly, Mr. Williams?
Yes.
His color did come up today.
Okay. All right. Mr. Williams, anything you want to say to me before I impose sentence?
Yes, just to say that this has been a learning experience for me. Like I made a huge.
This is one of those rare, raw courtroom moments. Williams isn't making excuses. He's owning his mistakes, and you can feel the weight in his voice. Judges notice that. It's the difference between throw the book and let's try rehab instead.
Mistake. Like I said, it's just been a learning experience and a growth experience. And yeah, I'm just ready to put this behind me and grow with my life.
I remember sending you to jail for the violation.
Yes.
What do you think when that happened?
Oh my God, like just going to jail during those 30 days, like that was a self-reflect moment. Like look what my life came to. So like I had to self-reflect and make some better choices and put me on a different path where I want to go in life and set some goals.
So why do you think I did that?
Like it was a lesson, like I committed, I did something that I wasn't supposed to do at the time, and those were the consequences for my actions. Like, so when you did that, I understood why you did that.
And hopefully what you're going to do is make something good out of that. All right.
Oh, absolutely. Like, absolutely.
Okay. All right. The court does acknowledge this is not a serious misdemeanor as defined by statute, however, does believe there are reasonable grounds to depart from the presumption of a non-probationary sentence. The alcohol screening and assessment identifies the benefit of outpatient substance abuse programming, attendance at AA meetings, and abstinence from all intoxicants. Therefore, the court will follow the recommendation of probation for a probationary sentence with the stated rehabilitative goals to promote change, prevent recidivism, and to monitor compliance of recommended treatment. So therefore, the sentence of the court, I'm going to place you on 12 months probation. You're to pay $855 fines and court costs, $100 prosecution recovery costs, $100 police agency recovery costs, $360 probation oversight fees. When can you get that paid, young man?
Can you give me like 90 days?
In jail? No,
No.
I'm kidding. I'm messing with you.
Right.
I'm like, he wants to go back? What's it? All right.
No way.
Let's see. September, October, November. So you think you can get it paid by the end of November?
Yeah, the end of November or before.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll trust you, and I'm gonna you need to pay it by November 28th, 2025.
Okay, I got
Because
you.
now you know how I am if you break your promise to me, right?
I definitely know. I don't want to see you again.
Wow. Why? He doesn't want to see me.
No.
That you're hurting my feelings. All right. Anyway, there's to be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance, subject to random testing as requested by probation. You're to complete an outpatient substance abuse program, including all recommended aftercare with status reports to probation. You are to attend 1A meeting per week with monthly verification to probation. You're to provide the proof of the victim's impact panel attendance to probation. I'll continue to scram tether. I'm going to get you through this next holiday, so I'll continue till September 3rd, 2025.
Okay.
I'll order 93 days in jail credit for 30 days that you've served. The balance is suspended. All right, young man?
Okay.
Let me tell you something else.
Yes.
You could see yourself now as compared to when you came in and when you were using and drinking and everything.
Absolutely.
You can just tell you're a whole lot happier person.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. And I mean, it just so that you know, because sometimes we don't get a good look at ourselves, that
Absolutely.
is clearly coming through to me. Okay.
Yep.
All right. You keep up the good work, young man.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Sorry, Your Honor, before
Yeah.
he goes, I just want to confirm the drug testing, if that's suspended or if he should go drop today.
I still need him to drop.
Okay, go drop today, Mr. Williams. You understand that?
Okay, so after I drop today, will it be suspended?
No, I'm not going to do anything yet until we didn't order additional drug testing.
Your Honor, I have it on there that he's subject to random testing as requested by probation.
Yeah.
I know a lot of times with the programming, he's testing probably there as well.
Okay, so what I want you to do is test today, and then after that, you're going to just be subject to random testing when we request it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Today should be your last test unless something goes awry.
Until I tell her.
Gotcha.
Yeah, or until Ms. Bolera calls you to say you need to test for whatever reason.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And nothing better go awry. You hear me?
Oh yeah, everything is good on this end.
Okay. All right. You take care.
All right.
Court does call the case of the People versus Ariana Jenkins.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Jenkins, who is present via Zoom. Can you please unmute and state your name for the court, Ms. Jenkins?
Ariana Jenkins.
Thank you, Your Honor. Today is the date and time set for sentencing. I have had the opportunity to review both the assessment as well as probation's recommendation with Ms. Jenkins, and we would respectfully request the court to adopt probation.
Just clear on behalf. Your Honor, I received actually from a copy from your office, a progress report that was received from Community Corrections. I was initially advised that she was compliant with her sober link. However, there was an issue on July 26th and on July 31st where the camera was blocked. The photos of that are shown. Given zeros were blown, but face photos were blocked when that was being taken. I don't know if you need a copy of it, Natalie.
No, Your Honor, thank you. I have reviewed this and provided the photos to Ms. Jenkins. She was very candid with me and said that she was at work both of those times. She was embarrassed about her sober link, and so she didn't want people to see her blowing, but in fact, that is her, and she did the test, and that is what she represents to me. She also did provide me, which I printed out, and to be candid with the court, the schedule part got cut off when I printed it, which is my error. She did provide me of her work schedule, and it does seem to indicate that she was at work for 8 hours each of those days. That being said, I would ask that the court just admonish her to not cover the camera like that, or however it may be. Ms. Jenkins does represent to me that is her blowing into the device, and to be candid, given her previous compliance and continued compliance, I would ask the court just admonish her not to hold her hand like that when continuing to blow into the sober link.
All right. So it's not really a violation per se at this point, but anything you want to say on that issue before I go forth with sentencing, Ms. Jenkins?
So I was just blowing at work. I wasn't really paying attention to the camera. It is a little embarrassing to blow in front of people, but it won't happen again.
The Soberlink camera drama. Covering the lens, even if you're embarrassed, looks shady on paper. And the judge's warning here is crystal clear. Block the camera again, and it'll be treated as if you failed the test, which could mean serious trouble.
So that you understand this, and this is part of, I guess, my admonishment to you. If I don't get a valid test, then what's going to end up happening is I'm going to assume that you're drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you want me to do that. And so because the camera was blocked, I get the embarrassment part, but because the camera was blocked, those two tests were declined, meaning it doesn't show as a test. Okay. So while I get that, and if you've got those windows that you could test in, and so maybe try to work out those windows with a break or something, and if you can get yourself someplace so that you can take a full test without, the embarrassment of everybody kind of knowing your business. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I get it. I just don't want you to get in a whole lot of trouble with me because it looks like you didn't take a test.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you want to say before I impose sentence?
Nothing further. Oh, sorry, Your Honor. Yeah, nothing further from us, Your Honor. I would just ask the court adopt probation's recommendation. And sorry, I guess one thing to add, I will note that Ms. Jenkins does work very much full time. She has a very full, busy work schedule, but I do believe she may be.
Is that what she gave you?
Yes, the work schedule.
Oh, it looks like it's. I think she's out there messing.
For the whole month, and I feel bad for weekends, kind of like my old job, are kind of all over the place. So sometimes she doesn't really even get a weekend or one day here, there. But anyway, she does work. She's very much gainfully employed. But to that end, though, I know given the nature of the charge, there are quite a bit of fines and costs and things of that nature. And I believe she would be asking for a payment as arranged by probation. I'm not sure how much she has to pay or would have to pay today, but that is all I would add, Your Honor.
Ma'am, is there anything else you want to tell?
You talking to me? I'm sorry.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry, Ms. Jenkins.
Well, I learned from my mistakes and I'm ready to do better. And I appreciate everyone who has helped me on this journey. And I'm just ready for it to be over.
The great thing is, if I recall this case, you're not much of a drinker anyway.
No.
Because that's how you were able to get yourself to a 2-1. And but probably didn't even have a clue as to where you are, what you were doing. And the thing I'm thankful for is you drove off the road, but you're still here to at least be sentenced. Yes, it may not be a pleasant thing, but the good thing is that you're here, right?
Mm-hmm.
The court does acknowledge that this is not a serious misdemeanor as defined by statute. However, it does believe that there are reasonable grounds to depart from the presumption of a non-probationary sentence. Particularly, the alcohol screening and assessment identifies the benefit of early intervention attendance, attendance at weekly AA meetings, and abstinence from all intoxicants. Therefore, the court will follow probation's recommendation of a probationary sentence with the stated rehabilitative goals to promote change, prevent recidivism, and to monitor compliance of recommended treatment. So therefore, the sentence of the court, you're placed on a 12-month probationary term. You're to pay $855 fines and court costs, $100 prosecution recovery costs, $100 police agency recovery costs, $360 probation oversight fees. How are you intending on getting that paid?
I could pay in person on Friday.
You can pay everything on Friday?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right. That's the, 29th?
Yes.
Right. Everything paid August 29th, 2025. There's to be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You're to complete the CCOP program or a comparable program. You're to attend one AA meeting per week with monthly verification to probation. You're to provide proof of victims impact panel attendance to probation. You're to report to probation on Friday, August 29, 2025 at 11:30 a.m. and then report as directed. You're to continue to sober link for an additional 30 days in lieu of 3 days in jail. All other 93 days in jail, credit to the balance is suspended. All right. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you.
Ms. Jenkins, thank you, Your Honor.
Court
Thank
calls
you.
the case People versus Del Marcel Bass.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Mr. Bass. Is Mr. Bass on Zoom? Oh, great.
In a
Okay.
moment, he will be there.
Mr. Bass, state your name, please.
Del Marcel Bass.
The reason I asked Your Honor is because Mr. Bass was actually at the head of hearing at the circuit court for Judge, well, the Rhodes visiting judge for Judge Conlon at 1:30. So we didn't know how the timing was going to work out, but I'm glad you made it, Mr. Bass. He did.
So they went there before seeing me. This is the second time today.
Well, I told
People
you that.
always, I don't know.
I'm getting off probation today.
Pardon?
I'm getting off probation today.
Oh, you're getting off probation today.
Yeah, so it is a big day.
Oh, okay. So that's why you went there first. All right, go ahead.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
we have good news on this case as well. Mr. Bass, at the time when he was ordered to pay this amount, lost his job, but he's since got back working. He thinks he can pay the balance by Friday.
This balance by Friday?
Yes.
If
Everything's
not,
done with
can I
us.
get 2 weeks?
What?
If not, can I get 2 weeks?
What is that about? So he's gonna get off
Because
probation,
I literally
celebrate,
just
goes
started.
to the
I
other
just
court
started the
first,
job, so
and then we'll pay by Friday. But now he wants 2 weeks. Parenting?
He's been on probation
I just
for a
started
while.
this job.
I think he deserves a little celebration. Maybe.
Woo-hoo. What do you want me to do? All right. Anyway. All right, Mr. Bass. Here's what I'm going to do. You just started this job that you're on.
Yes, sir.
Then you may have a check in the hole. Let's do it this way. Get it all paid by September 30th. Will that work for you? You
In-
broke up.
I'm sorry.
That'll work?
Sir,
Okay.
in full.
Pay it by September 30th, 2025. All right? Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Court does call the cases of People versus Takesha Edwards.
Public Defender Natalie Tate with Nami Edwards, who is present. Please unmute and state your name for the court.
Quisha Edwards.
Quisha Edwards, I messed it up. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. I was able to discuss the balance of cases with Ms. Edwards. And she states to me that she does have about $100 set aside that she was either planning to pay.
Finally, a win. Bass is about to close out his probation. A rare happy ending in this courtroom. But even here, there's a catch. The judge ties it to one last payment. In court, even good news comes with a price tag.
Pay soon.
I did. I paid $75 today.
Oh, no, Ms. Edwards said she did pay $75 today. My computer is.
Where's the other 25?
Maybe something came up. Unfortunately.
I'm sorry. I had to have gas.
See, I knew it.
My grandma had eye surgery today. She had cataracts removed.
Oh, okay. So you had to drive.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll excuse the 25 for grandma. All right.
Well, thank you, Your Honor. And although she can't at this time, so she used to have 2 jobs, but unfortunately she is currently undergoing a lot of medical issues, including some kidney issues in the hospital last week. So she still has one of the jobs, but due to her health issues, had to quit her second one. Frankly, just due to her doctor's appointments and everything, she states to me. So ultimately, she's asking if the court would give her a lengthy adjournment of the show cause to help her get some things settled. She did make that $75 payment. I would just ask for an adjournment, possibly to sometime in November.
Okay. 12. All right. Ma'am, what I'll do is I'll let you try to get yourself straight a little bit. I'll adjourn these to November 12th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Edwards.
Court does call the case. People versus Muhammad Farah.
Natalie Tate with on behalf of Mr. Farha. Your Honor, who is present via Zoom, I was he's in the waiting room since he was told to appear in person. Yes, I did call him when I was made aware this afternoon that it had changed. He needed to come in person. I called him, spoke to him. He states to me that he is in Chicago working for Car Docs, driving car parts right now. So that is where he is. Obviously wasn't able to get here within the last hour since I spoke to him. I would ask if the court would consider allowing him to appear via Zoom for this show cause and then allowing me to work with him to get an arraignment scheduled via Zoom in front of the magistrate. I was able to look in JIS before my computer died that it looked like this was a felony non-support case. It looks like the offense date is some time ago. I would ask if the court would consider that, or at least that's the only case I was able to find for him, and it showed it was in warrant status. Not yet been arraigned.
All right, you can let him in. Jared, it's children.
Oh.
All right, court does call the cases of the people versus Muhammad Farha.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate on behalf of Mr. Farha, who is present via Zoom.
I'm sorry, I'm Mohammed Farha.
All right. What I'm going to do on the show cause is I'm going to adjourn that to September 10th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Defendant to take care of the felony warrant that he has before then.
Well, what is the felony warrant for? Do you know?
Pardon?
Do you know what the felony warrant is for?
Child support, failure to pay.
Oh, but I've been doing, I don't know, I have to deal with them, but I've been dealing with their classes. I've been going to their classes and stuff. I don't know why.
Sir,
Mr. Farhat,
sir.
Mr. Farhat, we can
Yes.
talk later. I can explain. I
Okay.
think it's
No
critical.
problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. Thank you.
So he's to make sure those are taken care of, and I'll deal with that. If they're not taken care of, then got a problem. That hearing on September 10th is in person.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell the felony, thank you for preparing that. Okay. Court does call the case, People versus Frankie Leung.
We have Mr. Leon, who appears to be the Zoom. Can you please state your name for the court, sir?
Frankie Leung.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have discussed the balance with my client, and he states to me that he can get that paid this Friday.
This Friday?
I do have a problem with that. I have just like, I have nowhere to stay, so I do have to get a storage unit, and I just moved in with my grandmother, and I will be able to put 300 on there for this week, and by the 12th, I should be able to pay it all the way off.
The 12th of September?
Yes, sir. I'm currently not working right now. I've lost all my paperwork, my ID, my license, my social, my birth certificate. So I had to start all the way over.
So he's paid $300 by this Friday, the August 29th, 2025. The balance is
Correct.
to be paid by September 12th, 2025. Correct. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Court calls the case, People versus Michael Lucas. Balance is 75. Has anything been paid on?
Yes, he owed $250. The balance is $75.
I'll adjourn this out to October, what is my 8th? October 8th, 2025, 9 a.m. Court calls case, People versus Kip Regal.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie for Mr. Regal, who is not present, Your Honor, but I do have an explanation for his failure to appear. His mom called our office and said that he was incarcerated in Kentucky, and I was able to confirm that on BindLink that he has been incarcerated there since January of this year. And it appears his charges are still pending. I don't have any sort of release date or further information, but I did see that on BindLink and other.
Got it. Okay. See what we can figure out. I'll adjourn this to November 12, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, It's Lexington, Kentucky, but the facility, sorry, it starts with an F, whatever actual county it is that I forgot because my computer died. But he is in whatever that county is that starts with an F that Lexington is in Kentucky. It's that county facility. And he's been there since January of this year. And it's in Lexington.
No, this is for the fourth time. I got you.
That's not the name of the jail.
That's not the name of the jail, but he's in Kentucky somewhere.
Yes.
All right. Very good. All right. Then I'll adjourn it out to that date, and we'll be all set. All right. Thank you.